Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you back. This is the final chapter of Deus Ex Human Revolution we got going on here. And so for those of you who have been still watching this, I know it's not nearly as many as my other two games, but some of you, I don't know, maybe think that I may have noticed that sort of my commentary has been suffering a little bit. And it may not seem like I'm as interested in this game. The truth is, I am interested. I'm enjoying the gameplay, but I even noticed in, like, the first time I ever played this game, at this point in the game, I just sort of lose a little bit of interest, and I focus on the story, really. And it's just because it doesn't really engage me as much as the original one did, and the original one had a lot of subtleties to try and pick up on, while sort of in Square Enix fashion, this one has more. They tend to focus the story more on references to the previous games, or at least the first one, since I was the only one that was any good. And so I don't really pick up on the details of the story, and obviously the overarching, like the most important stuff is pretty simple and not difficult to pick up on. So basically we're on this facility in the Antarctic called Panchaea, and I decided to read up on a little bit of the stuff just so I don't sound wholly ignorant. And basically Panchaea is one of Hugh Darrow's many technical marvels. It is a facility that is intended to reduce global warming by some what I think is actually a real-life theory in how you can control the temperature of the oceans to make sure that they don't get too warm and start melting the ice caps and whatever. So that's what this facility is based on, but it seems to be a bit more than that, as we're going to find out. And basically Hugh Darrow, who among achievements such as this also spearheaded the augmentation projects, with the belief that he could better he could better mankind in general and help people overcome physical limitations through injuries and all that kind of thing. And apparently in the end he decided that's not really what he was interested in. He didn't think that humanity could really control themselves with this kind of power, and he decided to show people how terrible his creation truly could be. And some of the stuff that I kind of missed during the oh wow, I did not expect anything like that. I did not see that at all. No matter, it was just an EMP grenade. But basically, among other things, he was actually working with the Illuminati, and that's how names like Bob Page and Morgan Everett from the previous game came into play. And he was working with them, but he sort of had his ulterior motives, and he even duped the Illuminati, who were hoping to use his research for their own ends, for human control. And that's what the whole biochip thing was all about. Basically, the Illuminati, who were, among other things, controlling Bell Tower, were capturing people to try and improve the augmentations and create the new biochip, which they would use to control people's actions and thoughts, so that they would be extremely passive and receptive of their influences. And Hugh Darrow convinced some of the scientists that what he was doing was creating the biochip with an ulterior motive, a hidden motive that would actually benefit mankind. And that's how he got Megan Reed to be wholly cooperative with the project, because she believed in his integrity, which it turns out he duped her. What the bloody hell? Are you kidding me? Well, I'm doomed. That took all my energy, too. Well, I don't know what to do now, then. Bad grab, bad grab, bad grab. So, I suppose we could use this to try and reach them pipes over there. That might do the trick. Yeah, there we go. So, let's see, F6 or F5? F5, okay. Starting to have trouble remembering the controls of this game. I actually started playing Stalker Lost Alpha again. There's gotta be a way to turn this off, because I can't really be expected to crawl all along this. I guess I can use this. So I'm gonna run out of energy before I get there. Yeah, so what was I lost on? Yeah, so the Illuminati, Bob Page, Morgan Everett, were trying to... No, it's gonna blow up all the boxes. At least some of them. Dark! And, Hugh Darrow claimed to have ulterior motives where he was going to, sort of sabotage their efforts with a biochip, but in turn, while he did do that, he instead altered their function so he could still control people, but instead used it to induce hallucinations and show people with very... what would you call that? I don't know, some kind of tough love, just to show really how bad the result of this technology could truly be. Now, in this area, I don't think there's any concern over there's no concern over enemies with weapons, but I do believe there might be, here's the, there we go. There, I think, will be turrets and robots, so we do have to worry about that, but apart from that, the only things that are going to attack us would be the insane human beings who are just really going to rush us in melee. Oh, goodness God. I do wonder if there's a function, an augmentation upgrade that allows you to progressively recover more than just a single or two energy cells. So what would that be? It just speeds it up. I don't think it gives you any more than two. What should I use this on? I don't think hacking's really going to be a big deal anymore. I don't really want... I guess that could be useful. How many? Still have 2 of those left, 2 of the single bars left. Oh. So we got 3 of those. No? Are these not the same? What the hell, man? I don't understand why I can't just click and drag to combine those. Now, didn't we have I thought there was another type of energy restoration. Don't seem to have any then. Plasma capsules, I don't need that shit. Right. Why is it? It seems to skip when I go down that area. Sure are a lot of mines. I wonder who set them all. It must have been like some of the non-augmented survivors, so we just backtracked here. Some of the non-augmented survivors, the workers here, must have just set those bombs to try and protect themselves from the from these mindless psychopaths. Hang on, I gotta turn up the volume a little bit. I can't really hear anything. I need to know if there are hostiles inbound. I believe there might be a robot fight somewhere out here. Something like that. Yeah, I see a bot down there. I don't know if it's active. Probably will be once we get going. Yeah, it's one of those box ones. The big guys. Them big boys. So here's an elevator. What does this lead? Well, it's apparently where we need to go, so I want to check out down below first. gonna need... It's good that EMP grenades are so powerful. I think in the first Deus Ex, EMP grenades would not... Like, a single one would not take down all... It would not take down the bigger units in one hit. Or it could have just been that the attack drone didn't do that. Ah, shit, I can't do 5, can I? Should have enough of these to get us through. Also, a security terminal. We could turn on the bot to attack. Alright, well, it's already disabled, so I guess that was a waste. Complete waste. I don't know if there's a way we personally could activate it. I mean, to trigger it, to attack us. I'm not sure we have anything to worry about, but I think the idea is that you could use it to help fight against the... What would you call them? I just want to find a convenient word. Just the crazy augmented people. Now, where does this lead? It's obviously hidden. Poorly hidden, but hidden nonetheless. Seems to be a way to get around the bot, but as I said, I'm not even aware of a way that you could accidentally trigger it. I guess if you somehow did so, it might be that, like, when you open a door or something, or there might be a point where you have to come back through here and all the security systems will have triggered. Now we're inside here where I don't think we could get before. Oh, no, I lied. I just didn't look at it. Security rating 3, we can do this. No real need for that then.
Access granted.
So we did that pretty effectively. So what's all in here then? Rockets, don't need them. Basically, as far as the insane augmented people, I don't want to kill them. You know, if they're not like the corrupt bell tower guards and all that kind of people. They're just innocent people who got a little screwed, manipulated. And it's all just a tragic story, so I don't...
Richard, Panchaea's broadcast center is at the base of the station near the bottom of the ocean. Is that right?
But the lockdown caused all the blast doors to seal. You won't be able to go down until you override them manually.
From up in the tower. I got it.
And of course, that will probably mean that the bot's going to activate, so... So be it. I don't remember this being open. I guess we need to hurry. Be easy to get through there, but... There are ways around the bot as well. The vents that we just used. So I was in the middle of a thought when that interrupted me. I think I was saying, yeah, I don't want to take down the humans just because they were pretty innocent, but you can take them down non-lethally, of course. Does this lead anywhere good? Don't know. I think it might lead up to the tower where we can turn off whatever signal they were talking about. So basically, yeah, you can take down humans non-lethally, but of course we don't have a whole lot of options for that, and if we encounter a lot of them at once... Once again, more credits I don't think we're ever going to use. I got 17,000, that's insane. Oh. Oh ho! Can I get in there? Hey, I can. How about that? What have we got here? Interesting. Seem to be back outside. Pathfinder. Frame rate took a huge hit there. So, we're out here for what it's worth. I don't really see anything that we can accomplish. Thank God for the super jump. Well, I guess we could just hop over onto... No, because we were down there before. Ah, oh. Hee hee. Interesting. The gas grenades are apparently very useful. I was just kind of stuck in... When I had them before, I was stuck in the mindset of how the limited function of them in... Oh, there we go, that's what I want. A Pep's Energy Pack. Let's see now. We really don't need this much pistol ammo. It's a bit superfluous, really. Don't need lasers either. Right. I guess we'll make our way back inside. Since all this was a nice detour to some ammo. Although, to be honest, there might have been a way I could have gotten up here from outside, since I have this super jump. What the bloody... Come on! Are you serious? There we go. That's all well and cool then. Goodness sake. Right then, so I guess since there isn't really a whole lot of extra stuff to find anymore. Well, there's something down here. Ah, crossbow bolts. No need. That is what that is, right? Yeah. Crossbow arrows, which is bullshit. Crossbows don't use arrows. This guy does have a rocket launcher, but I don't really have the room for it, and I think the grenade launcher, being more space-friendly and... I think just in these circumstances we'll have here, we won't really need the extra range that the rocket launcher offers. As long as we use our grenade launcher within its limitations wisely. So what's down at the end here? Right. Left, right. So this thing will probably go off. I imagine the elevator leads us to the placey place. Where we need to go to the tower to deactivate the signal to let us through the blast doors. And on the way back we'll have to deal with the robot. So overall this level is a bit more about exploration. And some minor puzzle solving, I guess. At least until the later parts where it becomes either about stealth or sort of running rampant. Well, there's somebody... I see somebody. Who are you? Are you a madman? He's not on this side of the room. He's gray, so I don't think he's friendly, but I almost feel... Given the fact that they're still giving us credits, there must be a vendor of some kind here. But I imagine he would be... He surely would be green if that's who this is, so I don't think that's the deal here. I think this is one of the crazies. And I think he's facing the wall there, so... I don't see it. It must be really in the corner there. Can't really make out what he's saying, but he is babbling. Clearly not got all his marbles in one sack. I don't know if there's a way to get in there. There's got to be... Ah, so here is phytoplankton stimulus and global warming. So this is the sort of a, I guess, abstract on the science of what this facility is trying to do here. I should have taken this level of care to do like preliminary research on the story of this game, just so I knew what I was getting into. I feel like that would have made this a bit more effective. But again, there are only a few of you really watching. But I do like story-driven games, as long as the gameplay is still enjoyable. Place got a little fucked up, didn't it? Well, is this a ladies' room? Oh, damn. Let's get rid of some of that. Almost starting to make me think of Outlast all of a sudden. Alright, buddy boy. What do you got for me? Nothing. That's the guy downstairs. Oh! Turrets. Why wouldn't there be? Obviously there's a way around it. I see. Wait on that. I'm gonna have that ready. 15%, why not? That also, helps us. Oh, that's only for adjacent nodes. Whatever. We should be fine now. Surprised we haven't gotten detected. Ooh, that takes forever. Boom, bitch. Ain't had a chance. Oh, hello. This'll do. This'll do just fine. So we need 2 nodes. Clearance. Hey, not bad. Wow. I'm kicking ass these days. Ah, you're much too late. Elite skills. Turn that off. Cameras don't really matter because there's no one to alert. Alright. You are nothing. You are feeble. A lot of dead fools here. Poor people. Betrayed by their own security. Some of them seem to be bell tower, though. Unless that's sort of like universal, freely available body armor. Can't tell. She might have been augmented. Most of these guys I don't think are augmented. They're just technicians and maintenance workers. None of them seem to have anything, so I'm not wasting time. Oh, I think we have ourselves a cutscene coming up. And this is one of the big dialogue-heavy moments where you kind of have to make the right choices. And if we did have the social enhancer, could make it a bit easier. Unfortunately, I'm not quite near that, so I'll have to do this the old-fashioned way.
I don't think you want to do that, Mr. Jensen. Disengage lockdown, and whatever demons this station contains are likely to come crashing out on us.
Afraid to die, Darrow? Or just unwilling to face what you've done?
Oh, I know what I've done, believe me. I take no pleasure in it.
And yet you still did it.
I did what had to be done. 20 years ago, I gave the world augmentation technology. I thought I was giving it a bright future, but instead I gave it the means to destroy itself. No law, no UN regulation was going to fix that.
People are dying out there. Hundreds of thousands of people driven to the brink of insanity because of you.
I had to convince the world. Before today, people believed we should steal fire from the gods and redesign human nature. Human nature is the only thing we have that gives us a moral compass and the social skills we need to live in peace. Destroy it, and you destroy our very species.
Don't paint yourself a savior in this. What you're doing is insane.
Is it? When this is done, the Illuminati won't be able to control men and women like you as they had planned, from the inside out. No one will be able to use the technology I invented to make others into beings they desire. Something we both know has happened already.
You think you're Frankenstein? Killing his own monster?
Actually, Mr. Jensen, I prefer to think of myself as Daedalus, watching helplessly as his child crashes into the sea.
Those seagulls are horribly animated.
I'm ending this. Now.
You can't. The signal is being generated from the broadcast center at the base of this facility. Panchaea's security system has been programmed to protect it, and will kill you before you even get close.
You designed that system, Darrow. You can tell me how to shut it down.
But I won't. You think what I'm doing is extreme. You simply don't understand. For humanity to survive beyond this century, it must abandon ill-conceived notions about transcendence and embrace change. But for that to happen, the hard lesson must be learned. Blood must be shed.
What you're doing is horrific. It has to stop. You can't force people to change. They have to do it on their own, or they'll end up resenting you for it. And doing it like this? My God, Darrow, it's insane.
It is not insane, Mr. Jensen. Tragic, yes. Unavoidable? No. You, of all people, should be able to understand this. In your former career, were you not sometimes called upon to kill in the line of duty? To carry that grim responsibility in order to save others? You must realize this is no different. Only the scale has changed. Because the threat we face as a species is so extreme.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're wrong. None of it matters, because this is what will happen now. After today, whatever you say will be dismissed as the ravings of a mass murderer. You were one of the greatest minds of our time, and tomorrow you'll be nothing but a killer.
I have shown the world the worst of itself, Mr. Jensen. As long as people understand that, what they say of me doesn't matter. History shows us that every measured, reasonable approach to a global problem has failed, mired in apathy and inaction. Taggart would have us sit and debate while people like you continue to radically and fundamentally tear at the fabric of society. You'll never freely give up your augmentations, and your lust for superiority will destroy us all.
People like me? People like me? You're not interested in saving humanity, Darrow, no matter how loud you shout it. This is about jealousy, pure and simple. Everything you're doing today is in service to your wounded ego. Because you can't stand anyone leaving you behind.
And who better to know ego and jealousy than you, eh, Mr. Jensen? You and I, we're two sides of the same coin. I could have been you if it weren't for this damned blood in my veins. But I was cheated by my own DNA. Cursed to become a cripple. And I am not the only one. As long as this technology exists, mankind will continue to divide. Help me make us all equal again.
You cover it up with all that pretense about saving the world, try to justify it. But deep down inside, you're nothing more than an angry child, Spiteful, full of hate, envious and bitter. How petty is that?
Petty? I was betrayed by my own genetics, ruined by my own flesh. What right do you have to condemn me, to curse me? All I ever wanted was to build something good, something magnificent. And now, there's so much blood. So much blood. I will give you what you want, Mr. Jensen. Codes to shut down Panchaea's security system. But you'll still be in danger. Much of the system is self-determining and lethal. When you see it, maybe then you'll understand. The technology I created will not be the future any one of us desires. Please, help the world understand that.
Well, there we go. We convinced him the error of his ways. For 2012. Hello, Father. Hello, Mother. So, he might have had good intentions at some point, but they're all rooted in a sort of, inferiority complex, which, drove him to kind of despise what he created.
I'm heading back to the hangar to see if those blast doors are open. Have you been able to raise anyone?
I'm picking up several glimmers, but there's too much interference. I think you're on your own, Jensen.
Careful there, Francis. You almost sound like you regret that.